Giants. These Giants. Daniel Jones. Actually, you guys may remember he had that spill. Well, he recovered after that spill when he tripped on his own feet while he was trying to score a touchdown on a long run. He came back. He definitely surprised me. Made it to the playoffs. I think a lot of people didn't expect it out of him, and he came back and he shocked the NFL. Before we get into this one, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. He ended the season with 3,205 yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 60.8 on the QBR, 6th in the league, right? People were sleeping on Mr. Danny Dimes, but he finished 6th in the league. His average was 6.8, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, long was 65. So not only did he throw the ball, but he actually ran as well. That combination with him and Saquon was really good. And obviously, if they can keep that same thing going, then, the Giants may actually go ahead and repeat and make it to the postseason. Now, what happens beyond that is in question, but they do have a strong shot at it. So let's go ahead and get into this story about Barkley. So why hasn't the deal happened with Barkley, and why is everything up in the air with the Giants? Well, as it says here, Barkley, it's all about the guaranteed money. The Giants offered Barkley several deals and packages that got up to what could have been close to $14 million per season, including incentives and all different types of bonuses. But the sticking points were guaranteed money and structure. The magic number was $22 million. Yeah. If you guys forgot, Saquon does have a history of injuries. So 22 is way too high. Shout out to you, Purple. What's up, yo? That is the amount of a franchise tag this year, $10.1 million, and the potential for next year at $12.1 million. It is generally what a player needs to even consider a deal on the tag. It does not appear the Giants ever got there. We between the lines, Barkley kept saying last month when explaining his thoughts on how the contract situation was being presented publicly. Listen, it's not even really the kind of situation to where he can really bargain too much. Look at what's going on with all these running backs and their contracts and everything like that. So I'm not saying, hey, just take whatever they give you. I'm saying you got to basically work with your agent and figure out specifically what kind of deal they're going to be able to put together for you, because the running back position and how much money they're getting right now is absolutely changing. And I don't see you guys getting paid the amount of money that you used to. It's not to say you're not as important, but things are changing. The game's evolving, and that position is really, I want to say, not going away, but it's not looking like you guys are being the workhorse that you used to be. So these teams are looking at the amount of money they're willing to spend on running backs at a whole new different level and a whole new different light. So, yeah, that's basically why things are at a standstill with this contract. Will they make something happen? I'm sure they will. But, hey, let's go ahead and get into the schedule for next year. All right, New York Giants 2023 schedule. Obviously, week 1 they're going to go against Dallas. This will be a great one. Good start to the season for both teams. Whether or not we're going to see, Daniel Jones come out, I'm sure he's going to be more confident. He's going to be more poised. He's going to throw that ball. He's going to run, play his game. He's got the Giants' offensive, scheme down packed at this point. So I do definitely think they're solid there. The question of whether or not Dallas is going to have a repeat of last year as far as with their defense, and if Mr. Dak Prescott can come out and ball the way that he needs to as a veteran quarterback that he should be. So I'm going to say 50-50 on this one. It may be a high-scoring game. Who knows? But I'm at a 50-50. I'll give him against Arizona. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably have Arizona winning nothing this year. If I could play the cricket sound, I'd play it right now. I hate to say it. It's just true. Never know what's going to happen. But, yeah, I got him against the Arizona Cardinals. 49ers, once again, getting back into the question as far as quarterback. I I do think San Francisco wins this game. I think they're going to lose against San Francisco regardless. It's too much of an offensive power and defense there with San Francisco. Their only issue is quarterback. So, Seattle Seahawks, once again, Geno Smith and company. Nothing to sleep on. Another one of those 50-50 games. Miami Dolphins, I got Miami on this one. Obviously, I got my Bills Mafia. Commanders, I'm going to give the Giants the Commanders. The Jets, I think the Jets are going to go ahead and take care of business against these Giants. Mr. Garoppolo and company, the Raiders, that's going to be on November 5th. There's big questions as far as what's going on with his contract and whether or not he's going to be able to start and all that kind of stuff. So, who knows what's going to happen with the Raiders. I'm sure they'll figure it out. But, hey, once again, we'll get into that later. So I'm going to go to give the Giants that one. Dallas again. Another 50-50 shot. I'm going to give them the Commanders. I'll give them New England. Like I said, New England's just going through so many issues and so many problems with quarterback that the chemistry's just not there. Plus, who does Mac have anybody to throw to? Who's out there? Who's going to catch that ball? Practice squad? I mean, that's what they basically have. They then go into bye week. I'm going to give them Green Bay. I'm not too sure about Packers coming off too strong, even though I want to see Jordan Love do great. It's his team now. He's going to ball. I would like to see it. But, hey, I'm going to give him the Packers. Saints, I'm going to give them the Saints as well. They'll lose to Philly. Win against the Rams and then Philly again. But, hey, like I said, all speculatory. You guys know how this goes. Shout out to Happy Faces. Hey, Jay, don't sleep on New England. Listen, I was reading a story earlier in regards to how Mac Jones is being disrespected by Mr. Bill Belichick because of, him speaking out during the season, and Bill Belichick doesn't like that and all that kind of stuff. And they could have got DeAndre Hopkins, but Belichick chose not to, especially with the kind of because, they need weapons out there. And I guess someone was saying that it was a slap in the face to Mr. Mac Jones. So he's going to have a tough year ahead of him. Now, listen, the Patriots came off of, I want to say, winning seasons for a long time, right? So it's very difficult to be a Patriots fan and watch what's happening with your team. I totally get it. But Bill Belichick has always been a man of figuring things out. Will he figure out Mac Jones? Who knows? I don't think he will. I don't know if he's going to be that next person up after Tom Brady to do it. I think there's too much that goes into it, and Mac doesn't have it. But, hey, we'll see. Shout out to Philip in the building. Says, I want to see Packers lose. We'll see. We'll see. Robert says, Jordan Love will do great, Jay, because look who he played second string to. Now, listen, we could say that in regards to everyone that was under Tom Brady, and we see what's going on with Jacoby Brissett and Garoppolo. All right? Doesn't matter who you play under. It's whether or not you actually have the talent and you've paid attention to what they did and really learned from the master. All right. Getting into preseason, as far as these Giants, they're obviously going to start off with the Detroit Lions on 8/11. Carolina Panthers on 8/18, and then Saturday 8/26 it will be against the New York Jets.